It seems extraordinary that Royal Mail could only deliver on 3 days of the week. Undoubtedly, Ofcom is simply projecting its own work ethic onto others here. Ofcom, an organisation which doesn't really bother answering letters, which is attached to the Ministry of Culture, another organisation which doesn't bother answering letters, is now dictating to an organisation which is supposed to be delivering letters it shouldn't bother. This is the most extraordinary idea, saying that the current delivery of 6 days a week is not sustainable. Well, we know that whenever the Royal Mail decides it's not going to bother delivering letters, it doesn't bother, and then it issues some sort of apology saying we'll do better in the future. Well, clearly they have no intention of doing any better in the future, but clearly they're going to hide behind an organisation run by Dame Melanie Dawes, where the doors are going to close, where we're not going to get any sort of service. What is the point of Royal Mail if you can't depend on the delivery? What's the point of buying a first-class stamp at over £1, £1.25 or something, I think it is, for a delivery when you can't be sure when that letter is actually going to be dispatched, sent, received? She said something's got to give, or the service is going to be too costly, and either stamp prices will go up or it will become unsustainable. Stamp prices have already gone up, and the unsustainability is the incompetence, and part of that is to do with the deceit of the Post Office Limited, and the casual approach of Royal Mail, and the inability of Royal Mail to retain its staff. Now, part of that might be that we aren't making use of the labour that is available. We have so many people who are stuck in hotels, and the moment we give migrants a job, there's an outcry that we shouldn't have given migrants a job. Well, surely the first thing we can do is encourage people who are applying for asylum to work for the Royal Mail and deliver letters. At least that way they're going to have practice in getting used to our street names and the language, if they don't already know it. And if they do already know it, what a wonderful quick job for them to get into and to embrace the local community. What a wonderful job. But at the moment, it isn't sustainable because it's run by people who don't seem to know how to do the job. And it isn't doing the job. But that's not an excuse for it to give up. So Martin Seidenberg says that Britain is in danger of being left behind in not yet reforming its post office. Well, most post offices, most mail services around the world deliver every day. They may not deliver at weekends, but they deliver every day. The idea of going down to a 3-day-a-week delivery is simply absurd. I suspect it is offering two alternatives: no deliveries on a Saturday, or delivery 3 days a week. And there'll be such an outcry against the 3-day-a-week work ethic that we will go down to 5 deliveries a week, and they'll get their Saturday break, which is what they all want. This is a nonsense. What is the point of having a post service which is so desultory and so lazy and so self-indulgent? No point at all. It should be disbanded and reformed, and the Post Office Limited should go through the same process of being chucked out with all its executives and the lot. There should be a new company formed, which is, what should we call it, loosely, Royal Mail, which does both jobs and does them properly.